everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Dropkick SoCal with me, Mooski. Alrighty, so lately hasn't been too much, but as for this week, wow, it's actually been quite a decent amount of news for the wrestling fan to cover. Am I too close to my guitar? Sorry. Yep. Granted, it's not too expensive of a guitar, but I like it. Yeah. Okay, there we go. You guys want to see my guitar collection? Let me know. Right. But yeah, guys, quite a substantial amount of things to cover. Nothing too big. Did CM Punk cause trouble backstage? No, not yet. We will talk about that shortly. Perhaps WWE is taking precautions into avoiding that. Not just contract wise, but blending it into the story. Alrighty. So, first of all, let's just go ahead and say this, guys. Doesn't seem like there is a matches of the week. I will say though, I couldn't find a top three, but there were two matches that I think are worth looking into. One from AEW, one from the WWE. WWE Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins versus Jey Uso. Hell of a match, pretty good. Main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. And another title match, AEW TNT Championship. Christian versus Adam Copeland. Pardon me, I'm Edge, you know? Alright, whatever. But honestly, both those matches were pretty damn good. I'd say definitely worth looking back and checking them out, you know? But yeah, from last week's Friday, what was that, the first? All the way to after Wednesday's Dynamite? Yeah, basically. So I'm kind of giving you an idea of when I recorded this. But yeah, who knows? Am I recording this Wednesday night? Am I recording this someday and Thursday? Yeah, whatever. Take a guess 50-50. Okay, why does that matter? Okay, well, anyways. Pardon me. Oh, I sound so professional right now. Let's get down with the news. Alrighty, guys. So, speaking of CM Punk and AEW, so as y'all know, just not too long ago, it was actually QT Marshall who was the latest one to be let go. Mostly, or maybe it was more like he quit. He just didn't see, like, he didn't like the direction that AEW was going, blah, blah, blah. CM Punk supposedly had played a role in that. You see him, he was actually not a big fan of QT Marshall to the point where he, like, criticized the whole, like, QTV segments. Thought it was, like, not a great way to, like, display Powerhouse Hobbs. You kind of have a point there. Great, powerful talent that we have in Powerhouse Hobbs. And, well, what's he doing there, you know? But at the same time, he was, like, to the point where it's like, hey, I don't want it on Collision. I mean, as Oni said it before when he used to be here, gatekeeping? Probably. But yeah, stuff like that. Uh-huh. And yeah, it was just main reason for QT leaving? CM Punk. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Whatever QT Marshall does now, I mean, I think he's still some kind of champ down in AAA, so maybe he'll do something there. Again, best of luck to, like, all the talent out there. And speaking of talent, we already have our first couple of possible nominations for the Hall of Fame 2024. As many of you know, but you've probably seen it, supposedly there are some rumors going that the late great Bray Wyatt will be inducted this year. That, we are all in support of that. Definitely, we miss you, Bray. Would love to see that. And another great talent, well, who is not in WWE, but in AEW at the moment, and promoted by none other than The Undertaker, Dustin Rhodes, aka Goldust. Yeah, so Undertaker has called for Goldust to be included in the Hall of Fame. Sure, why not? Have the Hall of Fame be a little bizarre for this one. That'd be kind of cool. So yeah, pretty, like, reasonable nominees to go into the Hall of Fame this year. I see nothing wrong with that. I say go for it. Way to go, Taker. Alrighty, fellow Attitude Era star, Speaking of Attitude Era, Some of you guys might have seen this lately on the WWE shop.com. Who's making a comeback? Ken fucking Shamrock. Wow. So, rumor has it, he signed some kind of Legends deal. And people are speculating we might just see him come back on screen, perhaps. He's already got merch in the shop, so just maybe, we are going to see Ken Shamrock make a little bit of a surprise return. Well, not really a surprise, since, we already kind of know about it. We're talking about it right now. But yeah, indeed. But yeah, that should be exciting. Getting to see what could possibly happen, who could make another like out of nowhere guest appearance backstage. Speaking of backstage though, this is just a little report from Dave Meltzer himself that supposedly there is a big name backstage. I mean, I guess define big. Pause. Whatever. But yeah, like depending on who you ask, I guess there's no clear idea on who said this, but supposedly, according to Dave Meltzer, and I'm paraphrasing here, but there was a big name behind WWE who said that, you better just get the stuff over with that you're going to do with Punk within 6 months, or else, given the history and stuff, you go on too long with CM Punk, then, backstage brawls, all that stuff. But yeah, supposedly that is, again, me paraphrasing, but that is basically what the talent behind the scenes was hinting at. That they should just get Punk over and out with. Who knows? Again, me personally, I'm waiting to see what happens. We don't. Wrestling is unpredictable. It's predetermined, yet unpredictable at the same time. Honestly, it is a crazy freaking world, y'all. Who knows what the hell could happen? But you know what? It's a hell of a ride to just sit back and fucking watch. So let's see where this goes. I mean, he's going to be guest appearing on Friday Night Smackdown this week. Granted, this is recorded before Smackdown, so it's coming out over the weekend, so But he might have just said something that has blown us all to, incredible, more stuff to talk about. But who knows, y'all? For now, we just gotta wait and see. I mean, what do y'all think? Do you think CM Punk should stay long or, get out as soon as possible? Hate him, love him, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. But speaking of that, this is very interesting. As we were talking about, as I kind of hinted, taking some measures here. So, is WWE taking some preemptive measures to avoid Punk from getting into any conflicts backstage? With the whole angle that Kevin Owens had his hand injured and giving us the idea that he will be out for this week's upcoming SmackDown. So, the story is that he had a match, he got his hand injured. From what it seems, it looks to be kayfabe, but it seems to be set up so that he does not have to appear on the same show as Punk. For those of you who did not know, I had to look this up myself. Back in their indie days, they had some kind of heat, and for those of you who didn't even know this, Kevin Owens is actually friends with a certain group that Punk is not very, very good with, the Young Bucks. They had a whole stable back in the day with Adam Cole called Mount Rushmore or something. And since then, supposedly, Kevin Owens and CM Punk have just had some heat. So, is WWE trying to prevent some kind of some kind of backstage crap from happening by having Kevin Owens not appear on this coming episode of Friday Night SmackDown? Ooh, we will see. Again, I just personally wish for the best, but whatever happens, happens. Let's tune in, y'all, because holy crap, like we said, it's unpredictable. We will see what happens. Oh, boy. But yeah, that's very interesting. Oh, wow. And, well, man, a lot of backstage stuff, but let's keep talking about some more bummer news. So, this is more firings from WWE, sadly. Now, no firings for on screen talent and stuff, no wrestlers, but more like people like in corporate, backstage production have lost their jobs. And again, it always sucks to hear that, but always best of luck to whoever did. We hope you could support yourselves and your families if you have any, and wish the best. Again, it's hard out there for everybody. Oh, indeed it is. Yeah, and gotta say though, it's probably a lot harder for people in AEW because, oh boy, supposedly things are not looking good backstage with the whole like CM Punk moving. Could possibly other stars be moving out from AEW, searching for greener pastures, whatever the phrase is. Two legendary like figures in the world of wrestling, the tag team that y'all know and love, Matt and Jeff Hardy. They are supposedly unhappy. They are one example that are just unhappy with AEW because they're just not being used. I mean, I don't remember anything in the last couple of months that have been memorable with the Hardy Boys. They're kind of not too like angry that they're gonna start backstage crap, but to the point where it's like, man, we're not being used for anything. And well, yeah, you put a lot of hard work and dedication, huge amount of dedication into this craft, into owning it, into putting your life into it, and you're not being used. It's understandable. It is very understandable. Now, it's the Hardy Boys now, but who knows who else could pop up and say this, like, uh, but again, at the end of the day, people are going to make their choices. And at the end of the day, everybody just wants to be happy. I mean, much easier said than done. Yep. But yeah, Hardy Boys, hopefully they find something for you in AEW or create your own paths. Who knows? You're the boys, the Hardy Boys. Y'all could, I don't know, go extreme, man. I don't know. But yeah, so again, what will happen with AEW? And man, okay. I want to end with this last little like piece that is just not very bright. I have to now. It has not yet been televised, but believe it or not, one of the best in the fucking world. Bryan Danielson is injured yet again. God damn it. So, basically, what happened is that they had pre-taped Collision, and fans managed to get some footage and whatnot. Unfortunately, it looks like Andrade. I mean, he's a hard hitter. It works for the character. He targeted Danielson's eye, perhaps just a bit too much to the point where it looked pretty bad and even bleeding. Some pictures out there. Go check it out if you want. But it's like, ugh. I mean, they were working the character true, but maybe he could have, considering it could be a legit injury, might have like you should have toned it down a little bit, hermano. I mean, come on, caray. But who knows? But yeah, I mean, damn it, Danielson with the arm, then the orbital bone, and now the eye, and he's got a match coming up next month with Okada. Oh boy, Danielson, just take care of yourself. Do what you gotta do. You're gonna do what you want, but just put your health first and do what you want, But yeah, here's have yet to see Collision again. Unaired, it's been taped, but we're gonna see this Saturday just how bad it possibly could have been. Yeah, but those photos ain't looking pretty, y'all. It is not. But yeah, y'all, again, always be safe and damn. Let's just hope for the best, alright? Wish you the best of luck, Daniel Bryanson, please. Don't get too hurt, man. You could still have a few more years in you, but gotta take care of yourself first and foremost. Oh boy. Alright, so now with that out of the way, we can talk about some more brighter news. So, as y'all recently have heard not too long ago, Will Ospreay will be the next signee for AEW. And another big name from New Japan Pro Wrestling will supposedly have their contract ending very soon and will be a free agent. Believe it or not, I'm talking about none other than the Rainmaker himself, Kazuchika Okada. Will be a free agent, and supposedly, again, it's just rumors, he's highly considering like leaving NJPW. Pff, and honestly, I just can't picture NJPW without Okada. It's like what? Honestly, when his contract ends, I'm expecting him to just resign. I mean, if you really want to make freaking like headlines, bro, you sign with like I don't know WWE or something. I mean, not too long ago, you said you were interested in facing The Rock. That'd be interesting. Comment down below. Who do you think would go over in a match between Okada versus The Rock? Let me know down below. But yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, he knows his freaking worth. He knows he's a huge star, and every promotion would want him. That is a for sure thing. So, bro, do the business, man. Do what you feel is gonna do best for you. Indeed. So I'm a little bit on the business side too. Legally. I don't know if you guys have heard, but damn, as for yeet, don't worry guys, I love it just as much as you do, but I'm also it kind of sucks, but legally Jay Uso can no longer use yeet as his catchphrase and all that crap. He can't because there is a trademark on that. Can you fucking believe that? A trademark on yeet. What? I'm sorry, you gotta admit. Let's end a little bit on that stuff, Like, that shit is hilarious, man. That shit is hilarious. Someone trademarked freaking yeet. I was I was kind of asking myself, there's no way somebody trademarked yeet. I looked into it, and supposedly, let me just look up the name. Believe it or not, uh, yeah, so it's by an indie wrestler who Casey Huffman. She's an indie wrestler, or he's an indie wrestler. I just looked up the name. I didn't. Yeah, but supposedly they have a trademark for yeet. So Jey Uso cannot use it. Oh boy, somebody beat you to it, man. Oh boy, man. So yeah, it was fun while it lasted, but if it's trademarked, you can't do that. Somebody owns it. Somebody owns yeet. Come the fuck on. That shit is hilarious. I mean, you know. Jey Uso, you're going to be fine. You're still way over like Rover. I don't even know if people say that anymore. And we still love you. You're going from like pointing the ones up to freaking raising the roof, man. That shit freaking is over. It is freaking over. Is it more over than the one? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Yeah. Shit. And I guess speaking about the tribal chief, I want to give a congratulations not to the tribal chief, but as y'all know, he's been reigning as the champion for like 3 years now. But there is another champion right behind the tribal chief. Just this past week, he has reached 2 years as champion. For those of you guys who are not familiar or don't really have access to Lucha Libre, personally, in my opinion, the best high flyer in the world right now, el Triple A Mega Campeón, freaking Hijo del Vikingo, has reached 2 years now with the Triple A Mega Campeonato. Holy shit. That is literally 1 year behind Roman Reigns' reign. So, dudes, like, I understand not everybody has access to the Spanish channels where like Lucha Libre would be playing, but like living in Los Angeles and like being in a Latin household, like all that stuff, like I had access to like AAA and stuff when I wasn't watching WWE, and shit was crazy. But lately I haven't really been catching up too much. But when I can watch stuff online, I'm checking out. I'm seeing Hijo del Vikingo. He's fucking amazing. He's been the champion 2 years now. Órale, 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 güey. Increíble. Oh my god, dude. It's just incredible. So second behind Roman. All right, man. Hey, como diría Larry Guerrero, man. Viva la raza. Nos estás poniendo orgullo, man. There you go. Alrighty. But yeah. Awesome, hijo del vikingo. Felicidades. Otros 2 años más, güey. Otros 2 años más. Oh, y saludos a Puebla. Okay, sorry, guys. A little bit of my Spanish side might coming out there. But yeah, shout outs to freaking Hijo del Vikingo, and the state of Puebla in Mexico, where most of my family is from, which he is from too. So yeah, awesome, man. But yeah, just shout outs to El Hijo del Vikingo. How do you say yeet in Spanish? Somebody tell me. I want to know. I don't know. If you can, if there even is a word for that in Spanish, whatever. All right, but yeah, guys, that's about it for the news this week. Again, just two matches that I think were really worth going back and looking over this week. Seth Rollins, Jey Uso World Heavyweight Championship match. Edge, Adam Copeland versus Christian, TNT Championship. Good matches. Go check them out. Let me know what you think. And let's see here. Yeah, so we'll see you guys in the next video. We'll see what goes on from this week's Friday Night SmackDown. What is it? I am terrible with dates. Is it the 8th this Friday? I'll check later. But yeah, next Friday all the way till Wednesday, we'll see what kind of matches come up. We'll see what kind of news comes up. We'll stay up to date and we'll keep talking wrestling. As always, guys, I will see you in the next episode. Peace out. Catch you later.